Got everything?
Thank you, dude.
Here, Megan.
Looks great.
Okay, guys. So today we're gonna talk. I'm gonna give you a recap on headset, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to install one of these new Demolition headset into the SE SoCal Flyer. If you guys already know, then you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then I'm gonna give you guys a 4-1 on this. SE for 2020 and 2021, all their flyers, big flyers, block flyers, and SoCal flyers came with a semi-integrated headset. Now you guys are like, oh, well, no. A semi-integrated headset is totally different. So I'm gonna give you a recap on headsets, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna install one of these new Demolition semi-integrated headset. Keep in mind, guys, these headsets right here, these beautiful headsets, is exclusive to here. And to yours truly, yes, if you wanna buy one of these, we will ship you one of these. So you're probably looking, pulling your hair, go, I thought they don't ship! Ah! Yes, we do, only in certain parts. Okay, here we go, guys. Headset, originally a headset on a bike, is the pressed in. And what they mean by pressed in is that this is the cup. You're gonna press this into the frame. After you press this one in, the bearing goes in, lube, the race goes in, and you got the bottom one. The top one, same thing. You press the cup on top, drop the bearing in, lube, put in the top race with all this jazz, dust cap, and lock. All that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, guys, this is not for sale, so don't hit me up on this. I know some of you guys are drooling on this, going, oh my God, but I can't. So, somewhere in history, somebody goes, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of these loose ball. I'm going to make it sealed. So that's where we have the sealed headset. Same thing. The cups are pressed in. Instead of the loose ball bearings, they got seal cartridge. The seal cartridge pops in there. Now guys, keep in mind, this will not work. Even though this is 1 inch, this is 1/8, it still won't work because it's not machined to do that. Okay? So after you put this, oh, good. Now you know why this is broken. So after you press this into the frame, press this one in, put this on the fork, this goes in. Look how much cleaner it is, okay? The top piece, it's very similar. Press the top one in, drop this guy in, and then guess what? Pop this guy on, screw everything together, done. The advantage to this versus this is you get rid of all these tighten this, and lock that on, and it tends to come loose. The seal bearing is a little bit smoother, and it's a lot more practical. Okay, somewhere somebody decide, hey, you know what, guys, I don't know everything. I have told you guys that before. Somebody made a frame with the cup. Remember the cup that we pressed in? They're like, hey, why don't we just machine that into the frame? So that's where you went and you got integrated. So now, without the cup, since the cup is machined into the frame, the bearing just drops in and on the bottom, done. And then of course the race, and of course the dust cap, boom, done. No pressed in, no nothing. Now there's internals, but we don't mess with internal headsets, so I'm not gonna explain that, but I'm gonna explain the semi-integrated. And what do they mean by semi-integrated? It's basically both of these put together. Remember, this is where you press in the cup. This is where the cup's machined into the frame. Somebody out there decide, you know what, they're a little bit bored and they're gonna come up with this design, which just makes no sense to me, because if you already have it machined into the frame, why would you do this? So this one right here, this is now the cup. So you press this little tiny piece, and instead of this crazy piece, and then you put the bearing in, and then you put the race on. Now it's all good. Well, the dust cap. There you go. Okay, you have all that. And then you do the same thing to the bottom. You press this onto the fork, put that on, put the race on, no, put the bearing on, and then you press this thing in and you combine it. So it's, in a sense, kind of the same fashion as this, where you press a cup, but it uses a bigger bearing and some of the cones and all that as the integrated. I think it's kind of dumb, but whatever. I move on. So now we're gonna talk about these bad boys. So once we found out, we've never used semi-integrated before on any of these BMX bikes. Usually they go on like road bikes, a mountain bike, and I even think some aluminum BMX race bikes. And the reason why they do that is because they can machine the aluminum head tube to fit the bearing. But I guess it's just stronger if you just put a cup in it. It strengthens the aluminum head tube so it doesn't flare out. So SE decided to drop their blocks flyers, big flyers, block flyers, and their SoCal flyers. All the flyers, not the rippers. They use a semi-integrated in that. So a lot of the customer came in and go, hey, you know what? My cheap headset, the loose ball headset, keep coming loose, keep creaking. So upon research, yours truly figure, hey, you know what? Why don't I hit up my good friends over at Demolition and see if we could go and design our own headset. So this is now a sealed semi-integrated. Same cup, the sealed, and all this, but I know you big wheel guys, you guys love to customize those bike. You know, you guys, some of you guys make beautiful bikes, but all I came in was black. Well, these are now available in all these beautiful colors. And shout out again to Demolition for giving us the privilege to work with them to make these happen. So now we gotta decide. We're gonna install this onto the cell phone. Which one should we do? It's black. It's a black one.
Do copper polish so it just stands out.
You wanna do polish? Let's do polish, guys. We're gonna do a polish one. All right. So here we go, guys. This is the SoCal Flyer 24-inch. This is the Stealth Edition. You guys notice the headset right here. This is an indication that it's not a pressing cup because you don't see the cup. So when there's no cup visible, that means it's a integrated. But this is a semi-integrated because I can see the thin line there. That's where the steel cup they insert all inside here. So Alf decided we're gonna do silver. What color would you guys choose? All the color we have to do, put on this. What color would look sick? So Alf said silver, so we go with that. You guys leave a comment. All right, guys. So here we are. We're gonna remove the whole front end to install that. You don't have to take the wheel off, okay? Because all we're doing is we're doing this. You could if you want, but you don't have to. Keep in mind, guys, remove the clamp bolts first, then remove the compression. Number 6, you don't have to undo the whole thing. Gotta do this. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, guys.
Is it 4 bolt or 5 bolt?
The reason why I'm removing the bars, you guys gonna remove the brake cable. You guys gonna see. So that was a number 6. The compressor on here, it's going to be a 5. Notice I'm holding on to this because as you release this whole thing's gonna drop. Oh! I don't know if you guys heard that. Oh.
Little birdies. Yeah.
So now you guys know why I removed the brake cable.
To hit your head with it.
Yes, hit my head with it. Okay. Remove this. Remove the dust cap. This is just a dust cap, guys. I could actually leave all this here. This is just a dust cap and act kind of like as a spacer. I always put my stuff in order. Okay. Now, if you guys notice, look, it's not falling off because that cone is keeping it in. If this is the case, this is what I do. Okay. If you guys look right here, this gray ring right here is what's locking the whole thing in. So I'm gonna hit this piece right here, not that gray ring. Okay, I'm gonna hit it down lightly. The whole thing should just fall down.
Tries the charm.
5 hours later. Right? This thing was together. I hit on that metal piece lightly, and it drops it down and releases this. Don't beat the crap out of it. So we're gonna use this tool right here. I don't know what to call, but it's an egg beater. You know?
It's a headset hitter outer.
It's a headset hitter outer. Okay, I took this from my grandmother. She used to whisk eggs with this. See, did you guys hear that? Put it in. See how it stopped? It goes. So what it does, it opens up on the inside, and when you hit it, it comes out. Yeah, you guys could do the old-fashioned way, put a screwdriver off to the side and all that, but we have the luxury of having this. Light tap, guys. There you go, look at that. Comes right off. Put everything back like this. So, because the headset itself, it's still new. It's just not a really good one. I really don't know why SE did two different headsets. A traditional pressed-in on the Ripper and the semi-integrated. Hey, Todd, if you could hear this, and you know, hit us up. Why did you guys do this? It makes no sense. This makes it harder for a lot of the people because you guys already look. You guys cannot find a sealed semi-integrated headset that's in colors. I got the new headset that we're gonna put in that is sealed with precision seal bearings, and it's demolition. Come on, guys. Okay, I'm sorry it's not a Bassett or a Bullseye, but you know, Bassett and Bullseye could see what we're doing, going, hey, you know what? We got a great idea. Why don't we go out and make a seal one? So this is the new headset. Okay, I'm gonna separate the bearings, and we gotta press in the new one. There's really no order of this which way you want to put it. Okay, I'm gonna get some engineer genius that's gonna tell me that I'm wrong. Press that in. Now it should go in with a little bit resistant, but not too much. If it goes in super easy, then you might want to start investing in another frame because your head tube it's worn out, it's flared out, snug. But if it goes in super tight, we don't have that tool, but they actually have a tool that reams that out a little bit. That will be your best bet. Otherwise, if you force it in there, it's going to deform the cup and your headset's not going to be smooth. As a matter of fact, a quick side note, the other day we had a customer came in, bought a new headset from us, went home, installed it, and came back and said something's wrong with the headset. What we found out was the bottom portion of his integrated headset was dented. So when he put it in, I asked him, did you pop it in with your hand easily? He said, the bottom one was a little bit hard. That's why, because it was dented, so it wasn't rounded no more, and he forced it in. Remember, these cups, you saw how easy it was. A little bit resistant, but not too much, just pop. Well, when he forced it in, it made the bearing not round no more. So keep that in mind, guys. If you guys are changing it, everything should come in with minimal amount of resistance, not too much. So now that's in. This is the hardest part. This, believe it or not, guy, is the hardest part because when SE designed this, some of you guys are nodding your head right now going, oh, dude, Phu's about to give us $1 million answer. There's no way you can remove that. SE, why did you make our life so hard? I got this crazy ass tool. No, it's not a sexual contraction for you guys to get all kinky with. This thing goes in here. And those two clamp right there actually grabs that and pulls it out, but there is nothing to grab. Actually, if you look at it, that cup, and then chisel that thing out because there's no groove. Literally, that's what you need to do to get this thing off. Because there you go. There you go.
Get it. Success.
But dude, guys, that's, look. So get this thing in here. This is the proper tool. This. Right there, clean. The way you guys know that it's in is you guys notice when you guys hit it, the way it pings, it has a different sound. The bearing itself, guys, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which one. Drop that in. Now this fan is pretty much integrated. Put this thing in. See how it goes in? It should go in snug like that. The bearing, you see how it's beveled on one side? That's always down, or always facing the frame. There. This cone, look at the shape. See how it's kind of like a wedge? Face down. put that slit, I tend to, it doesn't really matter where that slit is, it's just facing back. Snug it down. Dust cap, spacer, all built in one. Boom. You hear that click? Beautiful. Where's the fork?
Right there. Handlebar.
Oh, the handlebar. Sorry, guys. A lot easier if it's on the ground, but that's fine. Keep in mind, guys, you see how there's still a little space? Oh, you know what? Take out that spacer. No, look. Headset's still kind of loose. As soon as I tighten everything, compress everything, it's all good. Now, you guys are going to notice there's still this piece. This is the star nut and the top cap. The reason why I don't need this is because this fork already had it. And it says SE on it. This doesn't say nothing on it. So if you want to use it, you could use it, but you don't have to hit the star nut piece in, because you notice it's already inside. Always, guys. You know it's weird. I've known Al for so long that anytime something go wrong, I keep thinking he played tricks on me.
There's about to be a trick played on you right now.
Okay, so now I'm gonna remove this off the stand and put it on the ground, so everything's compressed. Then I'm gonna snug this guy up. Okay, so now you guys remember what I told you earlier. Loosen the clamp, tighten the and loosen the compression to remove it. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to compress it, then I'm going to clamp it down to hold it. If you guys do the opposite, a lot of time what I notice is that if this is pinch, it's just enough to compress the thread in the star nut. Not the star nut, but the one with the bigger thread compression cap. It'll tend to strip it. Remember, guys, all you do is compressing. You're not fastening anything down. It's gonna go down. There, it stopped, and I'm just gonna give it a little tweak, just enough. I'm gonna straighten the handlebar out. Then I'm gonna go into my number 6, and then we're going to tighten. Now, Matt, you guys could customize it. If you guys were to go out and custom paint the frames and add all that part, you guys aren't stuck with that black piece that doesn't go along with your red scheme, green scheme. Keep in mind, this is what Alfredo wanted to go with because he said the silver words. Let me hear in the comment what color should I put on here to make it look sick. But guys, now this is now a sealed semi-integrated instead of the loose ball semi-integrated. If you guys are looking for this bottom bracket, you guys can order this. So go to epicbmx.com and it'll be on there. I'll make sure I'll give them a bunch to go on there. So guys, you guys can order that. And let me take that moment to explain the whole situation. I know there's still people hitting us up. Guys, I appreciate you guys wanting to support us, but due to the shortage of supplies, I can't put everything on the website. This headset, we got plenty of it. Hit them up. It's gonna make the bike a lot better and more customized. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe. There you have it. Thank you always. And until next time.